What's up, everybody? You know what day it is. It's our favorite day of the week, Saturday.
Woohoo!
That's right, kids.
We're actually recording Shotcast Saturday on an actual Saturday.
I don't think we've ever done that before.
I think so.
I don't even think we've ever had a live Shotcast, but I mean, we'd never hit our time goal.
Nah.
If we were live.
It would be like 400 times the time goal.
Especially not with the lineup we got tonight, which is yeah, we got Geoff's back once again. Since you guys brought him in, you guys voted for Geoff to come into the show, except for one person didn't. More on that later.
I think it was Chris that voted against him.
I don't have any say. I was at the whim and the control of the people in the chat, so I have no pull here.
So we just wrapped up, and at the time we're recording this, it's in the archives now. So you guys should subscribe to Guns of Radio and watch us when we're live, or listen to us when we're live, however you prefer to do it. Because in our last episode of the main show, we let you guys pick. You guys put the whole show together. Frost over here plunged it into chaos for Guns and Radio. We did the whole show completely out of order. I guess it's pretty apropos for the way he chaos demon voted on our whole show that he shows up on Shotcast Saturday, the next episode, dressed in all black, wearing eyeliner like a fucking villain from a He-Man villain.
Devil. Yeah, handsome
This
devil.
guy's a He-Man villain right now. This is like got Gotham City villain shit written all the fuck over it too.
Skeletor?
I would say he's more of a Skeletor than I would put him in Gotham City. Because, Gotham City's criminals are, in the way I take my Batman, which is Adam West is what I'm thinking of, those criminals are not very competent.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be an insult to put somebody in that rogues gallery, and I'm not going to insult Mason.
The only thing I think about when I think about He-Man is old school YouTube days and the yeah they did for the four non-blonde song.
What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, you didn't grow up with that like we did.
He-Man was pretty cool.
Yeah, I know Geoff grew up.
I tuned in for some He-Man. I'll admit it.
Masters of the Universe.
That's right. Oh yeah, dude. I still to this day will get stoned and watch He-Man. Don't you?
I did. I think I had He-Man sheets.
Dude, I've got to tell you guys something. You guys both do edibles. I'm not blowing any kayfabe. We've said that on the show before. And I'm going to tell you, I don't know if Chris does or not, but the rest of y'all, even Chris, y'all need to hear me out on this. You need to do an edible. Give it an hour to kick in. And once it kicks in, I want you to get on YouTube and look up the words HR Puffin Stuff full episode. And I don't care what the fuck episode it is. I need you to do an edible and watch HR Puffin Stuff on YouTube, because I did that this past week while we were snowed in. I did an edible.
Why would you randomly look? Is that like a thing you already knew what it was or something?
Dude, I was.
Or am I supposed to know what that is?
No. You know what? No.
Okay,
no,
am I supposed to know what that is?
You will not know what it is. It's an old show from the 60s. You will not know what it is. But I need you to trust me on this, Frost. Don't look it up. Don't look anything up about it. I want you to do an edible, and maybe tomorrow. We're not going to have a show tomorrow, so do it tomorrow. Well, for the people listening on the air, we will have a show tomorrow. But in real life, at the time that we're recording this, we're going to be open on Sunday, the January 21st. If you've got some free time, man, seriously, drop yourself an edible. Get on YouTube. It's 30 minutes long. It won't take that long. Pick any episode, whatever's free. Watch one episode of HR Puffin Stuff.
Oh my God.
And I promise you.
And yeah, you would definitely want to do edibles to this shit.
And I promise you, you will have a very, very good time, because I sure the fuck had a great time. And I was fucking stoned. Like, I did a good edible while we were snowed in. I got blitzed while we were snowed in.
Well,
and then
ain't going nowhere tonight.
YouTube randomly showed me this HR Puffin Stuff shit. So I said, fuck it. And I hit play. And I am so glad that I did, because it was so fucking trippy and so fucking weird and so fun to watch while you're stoned.
Wait, no,
don't tell him about it.
No.
Don't spoil it for Mason.
No spoilers, man.
It looks like you'd want to do edibles to this shit. It looks fucking colorful and
I need
weird.
everybody. If you're listening to this show right now, I'm going to select this clip and post it as a separate video. This is going to be one of our shorts. I want you to do an edible and watch HR puffing stuff, and I promise you'll have a good time. And then come back to our channel and hit us up, or come over to our Discord, gunsradio.com, where you can get your free invite, and tell us about doing an edible and watching HR puffing stuff.
That is Dr. Dustin's cheer for the Winter Blues.
Dude, I'm telling you, it was so fucking good. I don't think I would like it if I were sober, but when I was fucking stoned, I kept looking at the TV going, what the fuck is going on? It had so many moments where I'm literally out loud verbally saying, dude, what the fuck am I watching? But you can't look away, and it's so intriguing, and it's only 30 minutes, so you don't have to commit long term to something. It's funny, it's great. That's all I'm gonna say. It's hilarious. So highly recommend that. Anyway, let's find out if you're gonna that's what gets me by. So let's see if this song of the day today on Shotcast will get you by, because we're going to be listening to Whatever Gets You By Slash featuring Miles Kennedy today on Shotcast. Shall we finally hit the intro and let's start this episode?
Let's hit the intro, and shout out to the longest intro on Shotcast. Let's do this.
You know, I'm over here and I'm checking the history of our last episode, which from last week on Guns and Radio. Somebody voted for Geoff not to be on the show, and I'm trying to see who it was, but I'm not having a lot of luck loading up the chat there.
I don't know if we have a record of the polling history or not.
I don't know, but somebody said, no, don't bring Geoff in. Fuck him. Let him sit outside and wait the whole time. He was waiting on us that whole time, by the way. We didn't even tell Geoff we were doing that.
That's why it would have been even funnier just to see if he sat in there the whole episode.
Like we left Paul standing on hold for 2 hours.
Dude, wouldn't that have sucked? We had Geoff, and then we do the whole show, and then we come back here on Saturday with Geoff on, and he's been waiting.
You should have done the whole show and then brought him on, and as soon as you brought him on camera, signed off.
Oh, sorry.
I tried to pull that shit with me once, but the timer gave him away.
Yeah, we tried. We tried. We should have put that as one of the you get to vote options. Should we just go ahead and sign off and do the show without recording it?
Oh my God.
That would have been fun. And then for real, if it would have won, actually do it and actually have a whole episode in the feed that is just that.
We would forever reference it because we couldn't hit playback on it because we didn't record it. Well, we are recording today, and we're recording Whatever Gets You by Slash featuring Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators, and this is from his album 4, which is his latest album.
Yeah, the one he's still touring for, by the way.
Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4.
4. I love how they count this. This is their 5th album, because I count Slash's and Friends as Slash featuring Miles Kennedy because they toured it with that band.
Yeah, Miles.
Well, it was before the Conspirators were formed, though.
Yeah,
it was the same band. They just called them Face for Radio.
No, it was they had that Bobby Schneck guy for a while with them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So you replaced one member, and now it's a whole new band.
Well, Frank wasn't with them yet either.
Oh, well, I don't know.
I thought he was.
Todd Kearns was.
Well, Frank didn't come on till Apocalyptic Love. Yeah, I think the Apocalyptic Love.
Yeah, because he was on that album.
Okay.
Todd's in like every band, dude.
Well, when did Todd join the tour? Because I believe Todd Kearns was.
I think Todd was there probably from the beginning.
Yeah.
The Bobby Schneck guy is the guy you see on Maiden Stoke, the blonde-haired guy, though.
Okay. Okay.
I think that's his name. I think that's his name is Bobby Schneck.
I hadn't thought of that, but
I'll have
you're
to look
right.
it up. Hang on.
It's been a while since I've watched that. But I'll tell you though, when it comes to Slash albums, if I am throwing in a Slash album for a long time, my favorite one was Maiden Stoke because it had a good variety of Snake Pit and Slash songs and Guns N' Roses songs. So
I listened to it for a while, but I'm not a huge live album guy. Like if I'm just listening to it, I'd rather actually just listen to the studio most of the time. It's very rare that I prefer the live, but that one's cool because it's the only way you have Miles singing a lot of those songs. So
yeah, and I do believe at some point we will probably watch Maiden Stoke on here. So
there's a part in Maiden Stoke that if I remember correctly, I haven't seen it in years, that I like to point out because, you know, being Guns N' Roses fans, we all know the story about how in Paradise City, one of the original lines was where the girls are fat and they got big titties. And Slash, there's a part where the camera goes.
Sings that in one of the Rich shows.
Well, I think he does it in the Maiden Stoke thing because I think the camera goes to him during that part or whatever, and you see him gesture something like he's grabbing boobs or something like that. And so I think he was like, I think in that video or in that live album he references DVD. That.
And the only reason they didn't do it that way is to be radio friendly. I think it would be kind of funny.
I mean, I could see doing it once, like right before, like in the middle of that big breakdown when the is going on, you know, I want to go, that part. Like I could see doing it there. That makes sense. Anyway, let's take a look at the song of the day and let's see if we are going to finally get us a winner. We've been on a little bit of a losing streak with songs, so let's hopefully this will derail that losing streak.
Sounds like he's just getting warmed up for the jam session.
I said,
you ever been in a band that's kind of like how a drummer like sits down and is like, okay, and then looks around and is like, okay, you guys ready?
Yeah,
that's his way of telling everybody, all right, let's fucking do this.
Yeah, like I'm warmed up. I think we're good. All right.
Sounds like a very Travis Barker drum fill, honestly, but like not as fast. Oh,
okay, I can dig that.
This is heavy, man.
From the name, I didn't recognize the song. It's been a while since I've listened to this album, so I'm hoping that hearing this again jogs my memory because I've listened to the album, but it's been a while because it's not one of my favorite Slash albums.
Same here.
Go ahead.
I've kind of listened at it, but I've purposefully tried to not listen to some of the songs because I wanted some things to be a surprise on the show. I wanted to look forward to parts. Now, there were some things I had to listen to, like C'est La Vie was too alluring. Mm-hmm. But most of them we did when they were dropping those singles. We've done.
Yeah, we did those singles.
Well, I think I've already done my favorite song from the album. Y'all done Spirit Love. Spirit Love. I think isn't that what it's called?
I'm pretty sure we did Spirit Love.
Oh yeah,
that's my favorite on the album.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a new from Gibson's channel on YouTube. I sent Chris and Dustin the link. There's a new, I don't know what you call it, play along rockumentary about this album.
Yeah.
Oh, like a making of. I did see a thing about they did like a making of documentary or whatever.
Yeah. So that came out in the last one. By the time this airs, about a week and a half ago.
Okay. Yeah, I think you did send me that because I remember watching a little bit of it on the shitter. I think that'd be a fun thing to do a watch along to sometimes. So.
Yeah.
What?
What you gonna say?
I was just gonna say another thing. A watch along thing is, you know, when they did that whole live from the studio playthrough of this album, that could be a thing to watch.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
Kind of like this Gibson thing's kind of like that again. Except it's more like commentary between the songs.
If we can find a working version of the app, I would like to do a watch along to the Apocalyptic Love /iPhone app. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, they did like the little webisode thing, or they did the 360 camera thing, right?
And you would pick what camera you wanted throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, I remember vaguely that happening. Yeah.
I would like to find that app and do a watch along to that. And I think that would be fun, especially if we could make it work so that while we're watching it, we can switch views live. I think that'd be a really cool episode to do. So if anybody out there has maybe a recording of those sessions or something, or knows a way we can recreate that or even acquire it, Franz, you said?
I don't know. That'd be the first person
He'd
I
be our
go
best
to.
bet.
Probably would be our best bet. He'll hear this and he'll let me know.
Or can you
Yeah.
or can you even still just get it on the website that it was on to begin with?
I don't know. I'll have to look, but
It's
I'm
not
not
like
on
App Store
iPhone
or
anymore.
anything?
I'm on Android.
I don't remember what it was on. I can't remember what it was.
It was on iPhone. I had an iPhone at the time.
I mean, like what the thing was called that the
It's just called
company or the
Slash.
I mean, like the company or the app that you had to use to
I don't
watch
remember. I don't remember. Maybe one day I'll log into my old Apple account and see if it'll show me all my old apps I downloaded back in the day.
Oh yeah, well,
You think it will?
yeah.
Somebody, when we're off the air one day, somebody can show me how to do that, and I'll see if I can get that information.
There's a history of your purchases, and even if they're not financial. It's some
Oh,
Todd.
it's been 12 years, so that was 12 years ago. Just saying.
Todd's got a nice presence right now.
Man, I'm
Right,
digging this. This has got a good rhythm
There's
to
a
it.
lot of vocal range on Miles on this song, which in the past you didn't always get that on all albums.
I like Miles songs when they're songs that were written for Miles to sing. I think he does better on Miles Kennedy songs than he does on Axl Rose songs.
Well, yeah. Some of it's kind of blasphemous, like when you saw him at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but they had to do something.
Oh yeah, what were they gonna do? Play without Axl? Play without a track?
Like Matt Storm thing?
Without Axl, please.
just played all the Duff songs.
There's nothing that
Attitude!
Says that you
They
look
just-
great out there, so fine.
I guess they could play that one part of Buick McCain.
Right.
What was it that the wheel called it? Buick
Buick
McConaughey
McConaughey or something?
Buick
McCon.
McConaughey.
Yeah.
Maybe too much effects on the vocal right there. A little robotic.
You think so?
Wow, maybe a
I
little.
don't know, because this was done with like, I know Slash always does stuff in analog, and this was very much like one take. Like this album was done pretty quick. 'Cause they did it in like very few takes each song.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one thing they said about it in that documentary that I just mentioned is like, dude, this new producer that he worked with this album and just like put them all in the same room and said go.
That's what they
Like-
did with Apocalyptic Love.
Yeah, but they were recording in like, I don't know, like the way that they explained this producer from the last one in the documentary, if I remember correctly, it was more like this guy was like
Who
not
did this
sound
album?
boothing Miles, if I'm not mistaken. There might not be much of a difference between the producers, but this documentary made it look like this new producer on tour was the shit and totally different than everybody else.
Yeah, so this is produced by Dave Cobb. So basically, they recorded all the live tracks. They did all the tracks live together. Slash said we did it more or less live, and the mistakes are all in there. So the sound of the five of us just jamming together in one room.
Well, there you go. All right, so let's listen some more here, and then we're gonna get about to the halfway point. Then, when Chris, we'll get you to read us some lyrics, and we'll see if we can make a story here. That bass line is thumping too, man. This is a good
good.
mean riff coming from everybody.
Todd's not in the back just doing his thing these days in this one. He's up front, kind of getting his solo on.
Oh yeah, he's
Knocking the
he's
bike.
taking the lead, I'd say, in even some points, at least for me.
Yeah.
They're kind of duetting a little bit. They're kind of, you know what I'm saying? They're kind of going back and forth with that bass and that guitar in my head right now. Or what's the word I'm looking? Dueling. That's the word I'm looking. Kind of dueling in a way.
The background vocals are so clear. Like you can, usually when you hear backing vocals, you kind of like layered underneath, so you don't hear it so distinctly. But I'm clearly hearing like Todd Kern's, not like going through enunciating everything. Like you can hear the two separate vocal tracks clearly.
Yeah, it's very well mixed, so it's very well done. I'm enjoying it.
Oh yeah.
Todd has a big role on this tune.
So, Chris, why don't you read us some lyrics right now, and let's
right,
see if we can get a recap of what maybe this song is about.
All right, let's go from verse to chorus here. Double crossed in a single day, double down, I was on my way. Had to do what I'd done to just get by. Took it all, never gave a damn. Easy living, that was never the plan. Now I'm thinking that I need to take a little time. I don't care, honey, anymore. Shake it out like a paramour with a kiss and a wink and let it slide. Then the chorus here goes, because time will tell when this could all blow, or when this all could blow, sorry. Yeah, you know in time we all have to go. Time will tell, baby, now you know. There's no fighting time, just enjoy the show, whatever gets you by.
Okay, I want to say something here. So far, this song and the story that they're telling is making me think of one thing. Have you ever seen that movie Dogma? And I'm going somewhere with this.
Yeah, Kevin Smith.
Okay, so you know the ending when the whole world's going to hell, and Jay is behind a car, and they're being blocked with this one chick, and he's like taking his pants off. She's like, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Hey, end of the world, everything's ending. You said you'd fuck me." That's what I'm thinking of with this storyline right now. This is what it sounds like. Hey, end of the world, we're all gonna die. You said you'd fuck me. Whoops. I spilled the shit out of that water just now. Okay.
Ooh.
God damn, boy. Motherfucker came to work today, didn't he?
God damn.
He showed up with his briefcase in hand. He ain't phoning this motherfucker in.
He had his 5-hour energy that morning.
We've been hearing, especially on a lot of newer releases that have the words featuring Slash in the title, we've been hearing Slash phoning in a lot of his recent shit. He sure the fuck didn't phone that in.
Hell no.
Nope.
That was badass. I'm still going with what I said though about the point of the song. That's still all that's in my mind is end of the world, we're all gonna die.
You said you fuck me. That's a great fucking line of that movie too. That's I think one of Kevin's better movies.
And it works so well in the movie because of the fact that they delay paying off that punchline so much that you forget about the setup until you know what I mean. Until you get to the punchline, everything else in the movie happens between the setup and that punchline. So I think that's why that joke really gets me. I love a good callback. I love a joke that I feel earned.
Yeah.
The ending of that, I'm getting some snake pit callbacks there to the ending of that song. It makes me think of the Ain't Life Grand version of Snake Pit, specifically the song Ain't Life Grand. I've got some vibes from that ending.
Mm-hmm.
All right, fellas. Well, it is now time for the point of the show where we give our final thoughts on the song that we all just listened to. So with that, who's going first? Who wants to be the one to call it? Who wants it? Who wants it? Who wants to go first? Who want it? Who want it? Who want it? Anybody want it? Anybody a bit of
I went last time. Last time.
Well, you know, if you're speaking an auction, sold to Geoff.
All right, man. I want to start off with the rating before I give my opinion, and I'm gonna say why. This is out of 5. This is a solid 4. Todd's really opened up there, and the only reason why it's lose a point is I think there's just a little too much effects on Miles. Slash knocks it out of the park. The rest of the band's in the pocket. 4.
All right, and that gets a 4 from Geoff. All right, so with that, I'm gonna do my mouse spin, and it landed on me.
Oh wow.
So I'm gonna go next. I really liked it, and you know what? I'm agreeing with Geoff's rating. I'm also giving it a 4. I really liked that fucking solo, man. That was my favorite part. And, you know, I said that tail ending gave me some callbacks to old Snake Pit. I kind of felt like, you know, the song may have fit really well into a Snake Pit album a little bit because of that. So I like that era and I like that version of Slash. So I'm really glad to see him going back to that well again. That was a nice little thing for if you caught it, you know what you're listening for and you caught it. I can't complain about anything. I think you guys are going to say some things, so I don't want to take any of your thunders because I know you guys had some comments that I really want to reference, but I'm going to let you reference those in your reviews. My grade is a 4 out of 5 as well. All right, Chris, Frost, who wants to go next?
I'll take the reins.
Okay.
All right, he beat you to it.
I'm going to go along the same lines too, man. This is a really good track. And I think the whole, you know, them doing it live in the studio, with, you know, very few takes and like all the shit being left in, I think really works well with this track because, man, you can just see like the talents on display here of everyone in this little band here, man. You know, Todd Curran's killing it. Everyone's just killing it here, man. The solo is honestly like, especially I know what Dust said before, we're hearing a lot of more phoned in Slash solos, but like this is definitely one of his best, I think, across all the Conspirators albums. I'd say like this just if it's mind blowing almost in a way. This is very solid. It's probably one of the best tracks on this album, honestly. So I'm gonna go 4 out of 5 as well.
All right, Frost, what did you think?
So I didn't think the song was offensive in any way, like to my ears or anything. So it at least gets a 2 out of 5 or 2.5 out of 5, like right in the middle is what, and that's what I was going to actually grade it, honestly, until we got to the solo, but the solo was actually really good. And I like the little breakdown they did going right into it. So I'm actually going to bump up my score to a 3, but I don't particularly really love the song. Honestly, it didn't do much for me. Like the bass being really forward and driving force the song was kind of cool, but it kind of got old fast for me. Like the groove wasn't like something I kind of got bored of it. Like I didn't think he did enough. Like I would have liked how, you know, sometimes like in Slash with riffs in between like lines, he'll do like extra little fills or something. Like if I wish Todd would have done maybe like some extra fills or something just to make it break up just because it was just trotting forward just at that constant beat he was on the whole song. But like I said, this is like my least favorite, I think, Slash album, and I really love all the Slash albums, but I don't know. This album just as a whole, like I said, since it come out, I've not really revisited it again. That's why I wasn't even familiar with the song name when it come on, and I don't know. For me, it's just kind of uninspired. Just the album as a whole. There's a few tracks on it that I like I said, I like, but I felt like it as a whole, it's uninspired. I feel like it's the weakest Slash album. I don't know. And like the song wasn't even catchy. Like at least if it was, didn't do anything or make any new moves or do anything that was particular one. As long as it was something catchy I could sing along to, but I couldn't even see myself doing that. But like I said, I like the guitar solo and the breakdown and like how Miles sing, those just few notes over the solo and stuff right there. So I'll give it at least a 3 for that.
All right, but what did you think? If you're listening on any of our many audio platforms, then head over to gunsandradio.com to get your free invite into our Discord so you can tell us your thoughts on this song and, of course, any other thing you want to talk about. It's pretty wild in there, so you might want to come get in on this party because you don't know what you're missing if you don't. And for everybody watching on YouTube, be sure to click that subscribe button and ring that bell icon so you can be notified anytime we post new episodes. We'll be back live for a new episode of Guns and Radio tomorrow when we're going to be reviewing a song that we spun the wheel so fast. There's so much shit's happened since we spun the wheel. I don't remember what song.
Yeah, so we're going to be going back to Loaded, back to the Sick album with I See Through You.
I See Through You. So that's going to be our song of the day tomorrow on the live version of Guns and Radio. And, we hope to see you then. And so until then, I'm Dustin Bonez.
And I'm Chris Caputo, guys. We're going to see you tomorrow night, another live episode of Guns and Radio. So stay tuned, keep it locked here, like, subscribe, share the shit, and hit the bell icon, get all the notifications from when we go live, when we upload, all that cool jazz.
And of course,
guys. So
we of course want to say thank you to Franz, or not Franz, but Geoff and
Geoff and Frost,
and Frost. My bad.
Thanks, Franz, for posting the memes in the.
Good to see you, buddy.
So shout out to Franz.
Yeah, shout out to everybody. Thank you guys for watching.
Peace.
And remember the moral of the story today: the end of the world. We're all gonna die. You said you'd fuck me.
The more you know.